First and foremost, I give all praises, thanks, honor, adoration, glory, worship to the one and only true and living Creator, the Creator of the heavens and the earth, the seas and the fullness thereof, the Most High and Holy One of our righteous ancestors, the Most High and Holy One of Jacob, aka Israel. Today, I will be speaking on the topic titled, When are unclean animals considered unclean to us? When are unclean animals considered unclean to us? Standing by an unclean animal or rearing them for natural use does not make you unclean. I repeat, standing by an unclean animal or rearing them for natural use does not make you unclean. You can only be made unclean by an unclean animal if you kill it. And as a matter of fact, no need to kill an unclean animal because you should not eat it. So we are not required by the Most High to eat an unclean animal. So there's no need to kill it. You kill what you need. You don't just kill animals for the sake of it. That is evil. That is just not appropriate. You don't kill living things just for the sake of doing it. There have to be a purpose and a reason for that. But however, you can only be made unclean by an unclean animal if you kill it or it died on its own, as it is the way of all flesh, and touch its dead body. So the point here is touching the dead body of an unclean animal, not the living body, but the dead body of an unclean animal is what really makes you unclean. Yeah, number one, probably for the cause of burial or when you eat it. So like I mentioned earlier, if we are not to eat an unclean animal, then there will be no need for we to kill it for the purpose of eating it. Nevertheless, the 2 points at which we can be considered unclean by our contact with unclean animal is when we touch their dead body or we eat it. So that is the only two aspects when we can be made unclean by an unclean animal. I will be proving this by going into the book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 2 to 3, where the Most High instructed Noah to take couples of both clean and unclean animal, that is a male and female, into the ark. Genesis chapter 7 verse 2 to 3. I read, And of the clean cattle take into the sevens, male and female, and of the unclean cattle pairs, male and female, and of clean flying creatures of the sky, sevens, male and female, and of all unclean flying creatures pairs, male and female, to maintain seed on all the earth. So we can see the Most High's instructions to Noah. So if a man was made unclean by having contact with a living unclean animal, or just by standing by them or by rearing them, then Noah will be unclean. And we don't see that in this account. And the Most High never said such. He gave an instruction, a commandment to Noah to do this. All right. Next scripture to prove what I am saying today is from the book of Leviticus, chapter 5, verse 2. Leviticus, chapter 5, verse 2. I read, That soul which shall touch any unclean thing or carcass, or that which is unclean, being taken of beast, or the dead bodies of abominable reptile, which are unclean, or carcasses of unclean cattle, or should touch the uncleanness of a man, or whatever kind, which he may touch and be defiled by, and it should have escaped him, but afterwards he should know, then he shall have transgressed. Here we see the Most High making it clear that it is sin, or you will be made unclean by touching an unclean thing or a carcass. So it's a dead body. Touching the carcasses or the dead body of abominable reptiles, unclean animals. This is the point where we can become unclean. My next scripture will be taken from Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 3 to 21. That is Deuteronomy chapter 14, verses 3 to 21. And this is to show that eating unclean animals makes you unclean. So I have been able to show for now that the Most High instructed Noah to take into the ark both clean and unclean animals. So if just standing by an unclean animal or touching them or looking after them was unclean, then the Most High would have said that when he instructed Noah. So that was the first point. And the next was touching dead, unclean animals makes you unclean. So I did read the book of Leviticus chapter 5 verse 2. So back to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 3 to 21. I read, Ye shall not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat. The calf of the herd, and lamb of the sheep, and kid of the goats, the stag and doe, and pygag, and wild goat, and camel, opad, every beast that divides the hoofs, and makes claws of two divisions, and that chews the cud among beasts, these ye shall eat, and these ye shall not eat. Of them that chew the cud, and of those that divide the hoofs, and make distinct claws, the camel, and the hare, and the rabbit, because they chew the cud, and do not divide the hoof, these are unclean to you. And as for the swine, because he divides the hoof, and makes claws of the hoof, yet he chews not the cud, he is unclean to you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, ye shall not touch their dead bodies. So you could see the Most High making it clear over and over and over and over again. And these ye shall eat of all that are in the water. Ye shall eat all that have fins and scales, and all that have not fins and scales ye shall not eat. They are unclean to you. Ye shall eat every clean bird, and these of them ye shall not eat. The eagle, and the ossifrage, and the sea eagle, and the vulture, and the kite, and the like to it, and the sparrow, and the owl, and the sea mew, and the heron, and the swan, and the stork, and the cormorant, and the auk, and its like, and the hoopoe, and the raven, and the pelican, and the diver, and the like to it, and the red bill, and the bat. All winged animals that creep are unclean to you. Ye shall not eat them. Ye shall eat every clean bird. Ye shall eat nothing that dies of itself. It shall be given to the sojourner in thy cities, and he shall eat it, or thou shalt sell it to a stranger, because thou art a holy people to the Most High thy Creator. Thou shalt not boil a lamb in his mother's milk. What really makes a man unclean when it comes to unclean animals? It is when you eat them or when you touch their carcasses. Period. Shalom Alaikum.